Hello and welcome to my studio. My channel, my messy desk, whatever. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. All right. So in my last video, I made these covers. For these. But this one's actually not so bad. Okay. Why did it feel like I get lost in there yesterday, and today it feels like it'll work? All right. So yeah, maybe I will put this one in this one. The other one, though, did feel too big. I don't Is it even that much bigger? It's barely bigger. It's longer. That was part of it. So I made a new signature to go in here and I sewed it in. So I show it to you real fast. So I think I will go ahead and start decorating this one. I still don't want to put the other ones into a signature yet because I do want to add some sewing, and that'll be easier before I add a cover. I think it's possible if I don't add a cover. Once I add the cover, this I'm going to turn into a pocket. I'm going to sew that, and that way this gets all hidden. And yep, these journals were inspired by Michelle at the Creative Cove, especially the neutral aspect and the botanical aspect. That was my phone, not yours. And I'll probably, it's Saturday, so nobody important should be calling. So I will probably put that on Do Not Disturb for a minute once I go through this. So I've used book pages and some coffee dyed pages. I got like a pack of just random miscellaneous pages from Cheryl at the Whole Bucket, one of her live sales, and that's mostly what I used in here. They were perfect. So I think I'm going to play in this one today. And this one, yeah. So I think that will work. That does work in there. I don't know why. What was wrong with me the other day that it wouldn't? I don't know. Did I start putting together uh, the insides of that to redo? Yes, I did. This one might work with that other cover. Also, I have other ideas for covers. I'm like, should I just keep making covers? Although that last one where I made the cover did not work so great. All right, so yeah, just more of this with the book pages and copy dyed pages and a, what is that called? Ledger page from 1800s, which is really cool. Okay, just setting these to the side. I could pause for a minute. That would make total sense. I have a cover here that I just need to finish. Where is it? Where's the bird cover? Birdie, birdie. Or I could do this one. Well, that's going to be too wide, I think. Yeah, for this one, that'd be too wide. But I think the one that I had that had the bird, what happened to it? What happened to the cover that I had? Oh, I was thinking about using some metal too. If I use some metal, then I can have it be my How Do You Do art. We'll do that one pretty soon. I still need to do my How Do You Do art video, which is, playing with metals and whatnot. All right, this is the cover I was looking for. I think that's what I want to do. Just need to find, let's see if it's going to work. Is it going to be too tall? It'll be a little on the tall side because I don't want to lose the tops of them. What I could do to make it fit better is I could just turn this up on the inside. That would be cute too. But I need to back this somehow. Is this something I want to do right now? That's a good question. And how do I want to do it? I don't even know. All right. Well, I've got the stuff on my desk, so I should probably do something. Let's see. Do I want this? That would work. This is just Austin Bird fabric that I did stamping on. That could work. But I also brought over some blue ticking. Is it the right blue? Yeah. It's close enough. I think I'll do the more neutral one. Okay. And then I just need to find something to put in between. Maybe some, I might come out a little bit so that I can go around the edges. What do I mean by that? We'll see. I don't think I need to make it any wider though. But, I'd rather cut my piece too big than too small. And that's how I get into trouble. All right, so this will be the inside. This will be the outside. And I do want to make sure that I don't cut off the bird's head. Do I want to come over the top like that? All right, first of all, we need something to go inside. I'm wondering where I have some. I know I have some somewhere. I just need to find like an envelope or something. All right, so I just got this Amazon envelope, and we will just cut this down to the size I want, which is pretty much this size here, and up a little bit. Okay, so I've got my paper. I did trim down this to be the same width, which now that I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, I probably should have come around the edges on that. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue stick just to tack this down. And I'm just going to keep this as straight as possible, but you know, just tack that down with some glue just so that there'll be kind of clean edges at the top and bottom here. So that will be the inside. And of course, there's that bend there that doesn't help, but you know. All right, there we go. That's a little better. That's a little bit more better. I don't mind that this one, well, I could go over a little bit maybe. No, it's just gonna meet. I did even out the top so that it was more straight. And I'm just gonna come up with just a little bit there, I think. So this is going to hang down. This here I might cut so that it just comes to the edge. Or I could come around the... I haven't decided yet what I want to do there. Don't know yet. All right. I'm just going to come around the edge on the bottom there. Oh my goodness, now we got sticky. All right, let's hope I'm in the right place. Fingers crossed. I do want to be straight on this side. That would be helpful. Yeah, I just tack it down so that it just makes my life easier. I decided I don't want those hanging off the bottom, and I want my pages to fit a little bit better. So that will be cute on the inside. And just gonna do a little bit of glue on there. I'm mostly going to be gluing on the outside edge, so I'm not too concerned about yep, and I don't mind that shows on the top a little bit. What about the edges? Do I wish that I had done something on the edges? Maybe. Maybe. Is there other fabric that I could use? Possibly. What about, do we want, since we lost whatever was on the edge, do we want this kind of to come in kind of like that and then fold it over potentially? Hoping we get it straight, fairly straight would be nice. I'm cutting it a little bit bigger than I think I'm going to need it because I can always trim it back off later. Now that'll go on the inside. All right. So I'm just going to glue this for the most part. Oh, I just realized that probably. Oh, I know what I'm good. Okay. So I'm going to just tuck this piece in. So this could be like a little pocket on the inside. I think is what's going to happen with this. Oh my goodness. So that when I go around the edges here, I'll end up with a pocket, which might be where I'll be able to tuck in the journal innards maybe. Just gonna, yeah, I put that on backwards, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's just glued on. I could take it off, but I'm just gonna keep it backwards. I don't have a problem with that. How do I know it's backwards? Just because these are the little ruffly fits, but that's okay. Still looks cool on this side as well. All right. So I'll trim any of that off after I sew it. I do kind of want, oh, actually, I kind of want that on top. She says, and then she's like, well, that won't go on top if I don't trim this a little bit more now. Oh, nothing ever goes smoothly, which is fine. It's fine. Having fabric scissors would be super helpful right now. I don't even know. I'm sure that my other ones are here somewhere. I'm just going to cut this down so it's not in the way when I fold that back down. There we go. That's just a prettier edge, that's all. And probably wait for this glue to dry before I start sewing it, or maybe I won't. We'll see. All right, so this would be a little pocket on this side. And then I could do something over here also that could end up being a little pocket on this side. Do I want to use the same thing or something else? Do you have this, which could kind of be cool? I know, but then we cover that up, which is fine. Go this way. Oh, hold on. That doesn't work either. All right. I was just thinking because this is, I know it's a little bit on the fancy side because it was from my wedding dress. And it might not hold the thing quite as well as I'm hoping, but the thing being the, oh, okay, well, that's the right way. It does help if you put it on the right way. I don't mind if that overlaps. I don't know. I don't really want to lose this. So this is what we'll do. We will just cut here so that that flips up. And then we will put that back over like that. And have to have that up. Okay, that needs to be more straight. Okay. We'll just have a little piece to use elsewhere. That's a little bit funky. This is definitely vintage lace. I know that because it was on my wedding dress, and this year will be, what is this, 2026, 32 years. So definitely vintage. All right, let's just cut across here. So yeah, and the dress, somebody made my dress, so I picked out the lace. The lace was the whole reason for the style of dress and everything, or I can't remember what happened first, the lace or the dress. I'm not sure. Either way, I had fun. I loved the lace. It was kind of off the shoulder, and the lace was like at the bottom of the thing. The thing, that's helpful. And then there was also lace all around the bottom. And the lady from church made it for me. And that was also kind of like part of her gift, was making the dress. So I did not have to pay what people would normally have to pay for a wedding dress to be made. All right. That's going to get a little bit bulky right there, but that's all right. All right. So now all my edges are fairly covered. This is coming off over here. Did I not sew it? I mean, did I not glue it or did I glue it? I don't even know. Probably not because I don't remember even checking to make sure. All right. So now I'm just going to sew around the edges. I've got brown thread in my sewing machine. I've got my sewing machine right here. I will be careful going over the very thick parts where there's lace upon fabric upon fabric upon paper and all the things. This is as close as I can get with my camera. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna start on like the back side, just because then if it starts messing up, sometimes it will, then I will have a chance to catch it. All right, turning it on would be helpful. I'm gonna start with just a straight stitch going all the way around, just to make sure I catch everything, and then maybe I'll do a messy stitching after that, or do a little bit of I don't know what I'll do. We'll see. I'm gonna start with a straight stitch though. Okay, it's moving and I don't want it to. And it's bunching. That's not going to be good. Okay, and then I leave the foot down while I turn it. If you've never, that's for people that don't sew. I mean, if you do sew, then you know. This is, sorry, I can't get the camera any better than that. And this front piece is going to be a little bit not super straight because it's kind of stretchy-ish. All right, this cup over here is dangerous. Dangerous. Also, I'm thirsty. So we'll take a sip out of the cup and then we'll move it. Oh, that needs to go up. Okay. If you don't like sewing, you can fast forward. Go back a little bit because that piece that I had just flipped up so that it would get caught in here came back down again. Fold it under. Okay, here we go. And we're turning and we're turning and we're just following on here. What we're trying to do anyway. Okay, what's happening? What are we getting stuck on? No. Okay, I thought I lost the thread for a minute. Sometimes that happens with my machine. Okay, so we got really thick, extra thick bits here. So well, I kind of wish I had lifted that and then gone under it, but that's all right. I'm going really slow because there's like a lot of layers here. So I'm just going really, really, really slow. Okay, and do I want to go around again and just kind of, I think I want to go around again. I'm going to line that back up. And I'm going to go straight again. And then here, I'm going to make sure my needle is up before I go changing stuff. I'm at 2.5 and 2.5. And then I'm going to do a zigzag. And then I'm going to go back down to a straight stitch. And then making sure my needle is up, I'm going to go back to a zigzag. I'm doing a 2.5 by 2.5 on zigzag. And then I'm going to go back to 0 and do a straight stitch again. And my lines are not lining up, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm doing a straight stitch. And then with my needle up, I'm going to go back to a zigzag again. Doing 2.5 by 2.5. That's what I want to do. And needle back up, and then I can go back down to 0 again. And across here. I'm going to make sure my needle's up and do a zigzag again, which then I have to redo the numbers. This is why I almost wish I had a cheaper machine. Because then I wouldn't have to, you know, I could just switch the thing back and forth. I'd be okay with that. All right. Do I want to go back up the side again? I guess I'll slowly again, though. We'll do a little bit of zigzag on this side, too. Why not? All four sides have a little bit of zigzag. A little bit of zigzag in my love. Straight would be nice. All right. And then what happens when you sew around the edge like this is it just becomes a little bit stiffer and firmer and just feels more sturdy. All right. Finding a place to put my sewing machine next to me. Carefully. It's also heavy. Hurts my wrist to try to lift it like that. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, let's readjust you. All right, let's hope we stay in focus here. So, oh, look, that happened. Well, that would have been cute if it happened all the way up, but you know. So what do we do about that? We're just gonna, you know, we might just leave it like that. You know, in perspective. Oh, look, it happened up here too. We'll just pretend that it's on purpose. All right, so, or it'll get covered if I glue this in. See, this is already, this this insert has already been sewn. So what I was thinking about doing it for here was just to like kind of glue it in there, because I don't think it's going to stay if I just tuck it in there. So I'm probably going to glue it down, but I want to have the option to I want to have the option. What is that? Oh, because I had glued it in there, maybe the glue worked better than I thought. I don't know. I want to have the option to sew on here, and that's harder to do with the cover on. But so there we go. But I can work on the pages now, which is good. So now I've got 3 journals that I can work on the pages. Oh, this one I still need to figure out how to put in the cover. And I haven't quite decided yet. Oh, no, I don't need to yet because I'll do it after. So this one I will probably just maybe glue this down like that and then glue the other one down as well. And that will cover some of what's happening on the inside here too. And then I also, I did it so that the strings are on the outside. So when I do glue it down, you won't even see those strings. But anyway, because there are, where I sewed the buttons on, you have that there. So that will hide that a little bit. All right. So playing with pages now. Okay. I don't need to hold on to that cover. This one's already sewn in. And this one, I don't really have to hold on to the cover either. But we'll have 3 journals when we're done. Maybe 4, because I still have, no, that's all 3. Okay. Well, I have more pages I can use, but I don't know what to start with. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. So I want to, I wonder, do I want to make this into like a ruffle? And then put it on the edge of a page here. And how short will it be if I do that? I mean, it's fine. It could be shorter. All right, let's make a ruffle because that's what came into my brain to do. And you know, I just really should not be lifting heavy things up and down. You probably can't see. And I'm not like super great at making ruffles anyway. But I'm going to use a zigzag. Or I'm going to go up to my 2.5 by 2.5 again because that's just what I like. And can you see I'm just going to, okay, so as I go under the thing, I'm going to fold and fold. There's other people who have done this. So, you know, there's no, where'd my foot thing go? So, you know, there's no exact, you know, so you can go find somebody else who really knows what they're doing. That's what you could do. And how far apart your ruffles are depends on how far apart you make your folds. They don't have to be straight. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be, probably don't even have to backstitch because you're going to glue it down. But I did on that last bit. All right, turn it off and then move it. I'm going to put my needle back down so that it doesn't break off doing something stupid. I'm gonna unplug it. Let's hope I'm probably not done with it for the day, but I think I can lift it easier with my left hand, so I just kind of want to put it on the left side of me. I could have paused, but why do that? So now we have a little ruffle that we can put on a page in here somewhere. I don't know, do I want to, that's kind of busy, isn't it? This needs a little something. Okay, we'll fold it in. I think I want it to stick out a little bit though, so I'll put it on a page that's a little bit further out. Could go up, could go down, could go in the middle. There's no right or wrong. We will grab some fabric tack, because that's fabric to paper. You're going to want something like fabric tack. And so I'll just put it on the page and then stick this on here. I could have even cut it in half and done it in 2 places, but I didn't. Did I move you guys yet? Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go. One thing's in there. Yay! Now we need to put other things in there. Like what? Ooh, we've got, I'm just going to start picking stuff off my desk and do something with them. This, I think I want, I'm just using fabric tack because it's what I have out. Normally I would use my Barely Arts glue, but I just want to make that a little tuck spot pocket thing. I'm not worried about can't really tell it's a hippo anymore. I mean, it's just a partial piece of a hippo in there, I guess. I don't know. If I want to cover it, I will. Then I was thinking of just start putting stuff on here. Whatever I find. Where I've got some washi tape here too, which would be kind of fun. Oh, I could use something to glue on, like some magazine page or some book page, or even this, which is kind of weird. All right, so on the 24th, I'm going to be doing my video, masterboard video, for Hazel. I want to say her last name right, Annika. I can't remember for sure. For a thing she's got happening. And is there something that you'd like to see? And also go watch the other people doing the oh my word, doing the, why is it so hard? The collaboration. Oh my word, sorry, the brain fog is strong in this one today apparently. There's some other people in the collaboration, and I hope that you will go check them out. I will put the hashtag, no, I won't put the, I'll try to remember what it, hold on, I can look it up. It's hashtag Masterboard Madness 2026. That's what it is. I want to put a little bit of this back here. Maybe this is just tissue that's been gel plate printed. It was on my desk. That's why it's in my face. Feel like that with a bit. If you want to know when I made it, it was the Spotlight Sunday when I spotlighted Bradley. I want not a straight edge up there. Okay, and then we'll try to, I think this is on medical exam paper. I think. This is the kind of creating that I like to do where there's like no stress. I just put stuff down, glue stuff down, whatever it is I feel like doing. And this is what makes me happy. How I'm going to get it under this belly band, I don't know. I'm just going to do my best. If it gets wrinkled, oh well, that just adds texture. Not a big deal. There we go. But it also adds color back there, which is nice. This is also going to be a little tuck on this side. Where's my, I really should change this sweater is kind of annoying me. But I've warmed up a little since I got down here. So now I can like switch to a flannel shirt, not heavy sweater. But It got cold yesterday. Was yesterday it snowed, Thursday it snowed, yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday. I'm looking for my precision glue press. Found it. Okay. So this is going to be a little tuck spot here as well, and I will probably build it out with pieces. But I might as well just go ahead and glue the top and bottom down. These are just book pages that on one side. Oh, this one was just a book page. In a previous video, I painted on said book pages from a book called Noodle. But what I liked about the pages is that they were nice and strong. Let's see. Do I want to, let's see, because I kind of like that. So I don't necessarily want to cover the whole thing. But we could do a little piece of this in here. And then keep building out from there. Potentially, just so that things don't fall out the bottom, really, more than anything. Ink would be nice. All right, I don't normally do this, but I just want a little bit of green on here, I think. So I'm just going to ink it with the green, because why not? I'm going to fold it over, so I'm going to ink this side too. I don't like doing that with these, but they don't have a ton of ink in them anyway, so these actually don't mind doing that with. Some of the other ones I don't like to do it, but that one, these, the Versamagic and the Dewdrop ones, I don't mind. There's only a certain amount of ink in them anyway, and I don't really, all right, I'm going to come out a little bit, I think. Yep. So that it's not lined up with that line, and then we'll see what else we add. No, we can throw that away. Okay. Next, we have what? We have some washi. Washi, that's what this is. Let's just go ahead and where'd that green go? I want to do green on this one too. Bleh. So these are mostly neutral, but there are colors here and there throughout the journals. But neutral and grungy is the main thing that we're going for. My thumb doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Also, I don't trust washi, so we're also going to put some glue on there. I'm going to come down with that so it's not lined up with anything there, because I don't like things to line up. My eyeballs don't like it. That's all. That's all there is to that. All right, we have this little straw paper kind of paper. It's thinner than what Rachel usually sends, but it's still kind of cool. So where would you like to put some of that? Just a piece here. I'm going to put this throughout the journals, maybe just kind of have a little piece. Ooh, I like that you can see through it. That's kind of cool. Because then you're not losing, you can still kind of see what's behind it. The straw paper that comes from Italy, from Rachel Roxy Creations, that, I'm going to go up a little higher than this one, that you cannot see through. So that would be the difference between these two things. Do I want to do a third one? Maybe. Maybe. And then I'll go to the next journal and just, I'm not worried. I know I want to put some layering and whatnot throughout the journals. I just kind of want to use up that paper now. Where's one of the others? So I'm just going to come in and do it with this one. Oh, it'd be nice across from this because similar colors. Going with the grain of the paper, which is giving me more of a straight line than a whatever, but that's all right. Yeah, I like that shows through a little bit. Maybe go on this side. Maybe go across the bottom on this one. Don't want to do the same thing every time because that's not experimental, is it? If you want to do some experimental stuff and see what it is you like, you got to try different stuff. All right, one in the front somewhere. Oh, and my husband's on the phone. See, that's a smaller piece, so I would probably save that to go on up higher as far as oh, we could do one near the top. All the other ones have been like down low. Put that up there. All right, and we have another piece of this that we can stick in here somewhere. Actually, that's a smaller piece. I'm going to save that for. We do have this paper though. I do want to ink it though. My husband's on the phone. I should probably pause while he's. I don't know. Can you guys hear him when he's on the phone? He's just so loud. But also, I have a camera, a microphone that's supposed to be noise canceling. Like the other day, there was like a loud noise that happened when I was filming, and then when I listened back, I'm like, oh, that just sounded like somebody sneezed in the other room or something. That's not what really happened. I don't want that. Let's see. All right, we'll put that there. Like I said, I just want to do some layering. I have some interest on the pages. I do still want some of that writing to show because I like that. And just moving from journal to journal. All right, do I want to do a little stamping on it? I could do some stamping on it. What kind of stamping? Any kind of stamping. Any kind of stamping will do. We'll just take Carrie's open circles and just do that. There we go. Random colors because, I don't clean my stamps. I don't know if you've noticed that about me. I do not clean my stamps. And inking the edges is nice. So you can add patterns to your papers, which is nice. I was going to put this on this lighter paper here. That's what I was going to do. Like that. And then we have this, which has some writing on it and is much whiter. Can you even see? Probably not, because I'm way down next to me. Some of these book pages came from my friend EB when I went to visit her in March of 2025. I got to meet one of my subscribers, and I was so excited to do that. That was, let's see, I'll go up. It was really fun. She was so excited to show me her craft space, and I was so excited to see it. And they were both really fantastic people. I really enjoyed my visit. I wish that I had the energy to go visit more. Or also, she travels a lot. So, and then, ooh, do we want this on here too? Maybe potentially, just a little bit right there, because what I think I'm going to do is find one of my stamped pieces to then also add here. So to me, this is just relaxing. I'm not worried about composition on the pages or anything like that. I'm just adding stuff. And I will add some flips and stuff too, because that is a lot of the layering and flips that Michelle did in hers is what I really loved. Now, where are some of my stamped pieces that I had? That's a good question. I don't know if there's any more left in the box or not. There might be. All right, so stamp pieces, like I have this one. That covers up too much. I mean, we could put a random chicken in there because that just makes me laugh. Let's see. I think they might all be on my desk for the most part. Oh, we have that pocket we can put in. Oh, also, they don't have to be stamped. I might find something in here that I might want to use. Let's see. This is just random. Okay. Sometimes I just start stuff and then don't finish them. Sometimes I make weird stuff. This is just my sketchbook with ideas, and sometimes I'm just learning stuff from other people. What do we think about that one? I need to I don't want to. I don't feel like erasing right now. I would need to erase. That might be fun. The passport flower. That, where was I? Oh, here I am. Oh, and the white would be kind of cute. Just go ahead and tear it. I don't want to have to do a lot of fussy cutting. I think I'd rather do more tearing. This one might be too big for what I want to do here. We'll see. So, well, I could leave a straight edge. It's not the end of the world. But I kind of don't want to. What I might do, though, is I might fussy cut some of it, you know, like I do. Scissors would be nice. Where are my scissors? All right, I decided I needed it to be on this side because I didn't want to, I wanted some of this writing back here to show. I guess it doesn't have to show a ton. Also, I want some of that. If we can go higher, it's fine. I do want to kind of cover that. All right, I'm going to add some stamping to this. So I'm going to pull out my Global Land stamps because those are the ones I want to use. And that way I have lots of numbers and also some ledger. I think I have ledger bits. Something like that. Let's start with this one, I think. I just want to add a little bit of stamping here and there. Oh, actually, that one's actually in the bag. I don't usually put them in the, maybe I haven't used it yet. Maybe that's why it's still in the packaging. Makes sense to me. And I think I don't want it to dominate, so I'm just going to use the coffee here. It's coffee archival. I'm not going to probably add any inks to this, so it doesn't really matter if I use archival or not, but so I just kind of want to get some on here just to make it a little bit less. Did I just do that upside down? I might have. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted a little bit in the background. Do I want anything else? Maybe a number. Maybe a number here or there. Okay, let's put it back on there so you can find it again later. Oh, like, why does that feel weird? Because you're putting it on the wrong side. You're not putting it in the right place, lady. There we go. I know some people even do crazy things like clean them off first. I want numbers. Like, do I want a number that big? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Do I want it the same color? Actually, I might do it in the green. Did we do any green on? No, we did all coffee on that one, but I still might do it in green. Because I don't want it super dark. Here, yeah, that's just like super subtle. I like that. Okay, maybe we'll do something else in green. So these are fairly inexpensive. I got them on Amazon. They're by Global Land. I don't remember. I think it's Global, but you know. It's just, this one's a bigger number. Just going to put that 29 right there. And maybe that 2 right there. Maybe that 0 right there. Just for a little something. A little something, something. And that can go back in here. I'm going to be all like Gail and put them where they belong. I'm also going to throw that away. I didn't save any of the other ones. No, I didn't. Nope, I think I just hadn't used that one yet. All right, so now that has a little bit more interest. Do I want to ink the edges or not? I think I do. Okay, where'd they go? I can't keep track of anything. But everything else is inked, so I might as well. So, you know, if you don't draw, not a problem. Use your stamps, or maybe you have some printables that are just kind of like that and that you don't want to fussy cut. You can just fussy tear them. I want a little bit more of that to show down there, the handwriting. And we're just going to glue it on. And that's how this journal is going to go. I'm going to do a lot of just this layering and fussy ripping, fussy tearing, I guess is what we call it. Oh, and I was trying to ask before about the master boards. If there's something you want to see, I've been trying to keep up with everybody's video so that I can see, you know, so I don't duplicate too much. Maybe try to come up with something a little bit different. There's been some really awesome videos. Some people have used fabric. A lot of people have shown making a masterboard. Some people have shown doing something with the masterboard. Hazel showed a lot of examples of masterboards. Just a lot of really great videos, and I hope you'll check them out. Just look at that hashtag Masterboard Madness 2026 and you'll find all the videos there. So I know I just covered up a page that could be for journaling. That was not on purpose, but that's how it happened. I'll try to do that more on other pages that aren't written on, but somebody could still write all around here. And if you're using like for a gratitude journal, then you could be like, I'm thankful for, there's one thing, you do another thing down here, another one there. You know, you don't have to write straight. You can go any direction. You could even do just diagonal and then with your writing. For people that write in journals, I know not everybody does. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make this a pocket. So I'm just going to cut that string. And then I'll make that a pocket. Maybe I'll do it now. No, because I'm not going to do it yet because I might want to strengthen the edges so that they don't rip and I might do a little bit of collage around the edges instead. All right. Let's see. We do have this one. All right. I'm going to come to the beginning. We do a couple different things here. What about here? That would show nicely on the darker page. And we can find this. Oh, this was botanical that I gel plated with. We also, all right, so I just found this on here. So I kind of want to, I'm just going to glue that there. I might ink it. Do I want to ink it? I'm going to ink it. I like the white on the cream and the cream on the white. Just kind of where my brain has been going with this journal. Oh, and then the way I do the fussy, half tear, half fussy cut, I really wish I could remember the name of the person I saw do that originally, because I would love to give her credit. She was using some of my easy fussy cut digitals, and she had done that where she kind of like kept the background on part of it and then fussy cut part of it. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I don't want to cover that M necessarily. This I just stamped on a piece of digital. Okay, that doesn't work there. Oh, let's put this pocket in here somewhere. Right there. There works. This is just paper, and then I collaged on it, and then I back his head to make it so he doesn't get ripped off. But I do like when things kind of poke up out of a pocket. Yeah, I guess I'll go up the side there. I don't always. But for this one, I will. And I usually leave a little bit of a border around my pockets. That's optional. That's you do you, Lou. But he was pretty neutral with just the creams and the black. So when I was going through my stuff, I was like, ooh, he can go in there. Or she. I don't know. It's a black swan. It's just pretty. All right. Do need some more pockets and stuff. I do have some more oh, and also I was thinking about doing some washi here and there. I like this. Oops. Well, that ripped, but that's okay. I'm going to add a little bit of, what is this? Glue. Because washi doesn't necessarily stick super well, so I need to find some pages that are kind of glue pages. All right, Oh, not there. I think I'll do it here. I don't know about the boys. They're not so bad. Stop crying. You just stop crying like a baby. I'm glad we're not. Well, some people are like that, but for the most part, people are not like that anymore so much. I'm thinking if I want to sand that a little bit, I might. If I sand some of the whatchamacallits, I might do that later in life. I want to add just a little strip of that, maybe. Doesn't have to be that tall. Do I want to? Yeah, I think I'll just add that as that is. A little strip of paper on there. And then we have these actually came together. This, the houndstooth and this, I think they were part of a package. I probably got them at, the place that we're all sad went away Tuesday morning. The first came to my brain was Ruby Tuesday. I'm like, that's not it. Tuesday morning. If you want your washi to stay, you're going to want to put some glue on there. I don't want that to line up. Go back. Go up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just, well, no, now it's wrinkled. It's all right. That's fine. It's more lined up than I'd like. That's okay. I might find like a really skinny piece that I drew on. Probably not. But, you know, or I could just, well, it's kind of hard to draw on the washi, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to, this is a nice thick book page. So I'm going to strengthen this book page by just kind of tucking that under there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do with that. And that will cover the man that's not nice. And we'll make this little tuck on the page. I don't mind if the boy, I mean, at least, you know, he's crying. I don't know why I'm doing that side. That was kind of silly. He's, emotional. We're okay with emotional. There we go. There we go. There we go. We can come in far enough so that, all right. No, we won't make it a double tuck. I will just glue up on that piece and then glue around this side on this piece. And that should get us all, oops, got a little bit extra on the bottom. That, because this is from the 1800s, this book page, so it's not super strong. So I did want to strengthen that a little bit. And I could put that there. I can use this elsewhere if I want to. I realize we're covering up a lot of that, but that's all right too. It still has some interest. All right, we will ink it. Just ink it. This is how I tend to decorate journals. I just kind of go through and do what feels right. Whoops. And that's just how I do it. All right. I'm going to do the edge here and do this side here just to get it glued on there fairly well. Fairly well. Fairly well. So I don't have a lot of glue overage over here. Do I want to do something near the top just to strengthen that a little bit? Something thicker than that. That's not what I want. What do I want? Something. Ooh. What is under here? Oh yeah, that would be a really fun. I might need to back it and strengthen it a little bit. That's all right. Ooh, envelope. That's fun. This is just some paper here. Just kind of want to strengthen that back there. Glue stick. Just stick that under there. Come out a little bit maybe. There we go. And now I can just go ahead and glue the tops and the bottom, and we'll have a little tuck spot here for some of the many pieces of ephemera that we've already made or started, whatnot. This doesn't want to stay down here, which is fine. Add some glue. Put the cover on the glue. Polly put the cover on. Polly put the cover on. All right, so there's that one. Love these pages that Cheryl made. This can be written on. Also, I like that it kind of shows that through there. Do I want to do anything? This could just be a little, that's on the other side. All right, so I probably won't put a pocket on this side since there's a pocket on the other side. But I might add a little collagey thing like I've been doing. Just, don't want it that big. Could be smaller. Maybe we want it that big. I think I've gotten some sprays on there. That's okay. That's all right. Let's see. A little Russian happening there. Do we want? No, I don't want to repeat the sounding joy. I do want some variation in color though. What about? No, I don't. That might make a cute. Ooh, this might make a fun flip. That's my grandpa's name, by the way. I don't know how that got stuck on there. Because it could be a little tuck spot on this side. I don't like it on that though. Where would I want it? We can cut it down some. I don't really want to put it upside down necessarily. I do want it kind of in the middle. The string's kind of fun just to have. We could do a dangle coming off of that if we wanted to. All right, just my brain is not braining at the moment. All right, so I need to take off about 1/2 an inch to 3/4 of an inch on each end. And a ruler would be helpful for that. I know I saw a ruler a minute ago. In the pile here, I saw a ruler in this giant pile. Oh, this will work. All right, so I'm going to make this, keep the string hanging off. I'm going to glue the top and the bottom and up the middle-ish so that it will stay on that page fairly well, and then the other side can flip out. That's what old envelopes are nice for, right? Oh my goodness, just get it on there. There we go. So, oh, side pocket, I guess that would be. And then over here, it would flip out. And if I'm worried that that won't stay, I could always just patch that with a little bit of something. Maybe some music. If I get the music page to come on. These are just scales. They're not quite as fun, but they will be a different color. Do I want to ink them? I might. I might. I might. I like to ink. I don't know. I like to ink and I cannot lie. If I was going to edit this, I would fast forward or just skip through the inking because, or I could just pause. I just have to remember to unpause when I'm done. Just kind of do that. We've got some layers because I don't necessarily need the whole book page to show. If I'm doing it similar to how, I don't want to do it exactly like Michelle did, but she had a lot of layers and I loved all the layers, and that's kind of what I want to do here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And some stamping would be nice. Ooh, got this green. Should we do some of that green a bit, or we could do the more subtle green? Where's the green we were using? It would make sense to use. Oh my! If I could find it, I would. Oh, and brown. We like brown. Oh, here it is. That green. I like that green. It's just nice and subtle. And what do we? Oh, here. This will be nice. We'll do this. I said subtle. It's very subtle, but now there's a little bit of a pattern on there that wasn't there before. That's partially due to maybe I didn't clean my stamp well enough after I used paint on it. Let's hope that's not the case. Or that ink just isn't super, we already knew the ink was fairly subtle, so, And I want something a little bit darker too. I think, therefore I am. Do we want a little bit of Greek? Um, can go either way. We're fine. Ink it, see if you like it better. Whoa! Catch me, I'm falling. Do, 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 do. Do you want to put this flower in there? That covers up a lot. That's kind of stand out. Okay, maybe there. Ink it in, just ink it in. Grab some stamps. We'll do this little library one, which is very similar to the Tim Holtz library one, I think, except for Global Land costs a lot less. So, there's that. So if you've seen, and that's what they do, and they're all public domain images that both the Global Land and Tim Holtz are using. So I don't feel bad about it. Go both directions. It's fine. Just it's there for interest and whatnot. What else do we want to add? Some numbers? Maybe this O2 with the green. So yeah, I'm just using the coffee in the background and some of the green because they're very subtle, which is what I'm going for. This green is going to mix with whatever brown was already on the stamp. That's fine. There we go. And how about this 1529? I like it. It just adds something to add the stamping. You don't have to add the stamping. It is absolutely optional. I just think it just adds a little something, you know? Maybe you think that. And hopefully you already have stamps, so I'm not like encouraging you to go buy things. You can use what you have. I mean, if you don't have number stamps and you want numbers on there, you can write numbers or you can print out some numbers if you have a printer. I mean, obviously, if you don't have a printer, you can't, but you know, I'm going to end up having a very sticky background if I keep doing this without having some sort of glue page. So far, it's doing okay. It's not terribly horrible. Okay. I just want this to at least cover that a little bit, you know? There we go. And we got something to look at. What do we want to do? Anything here? I like that the right is showing and MASS because that's where I grew up in Massachusetts. And Wright is my great-grandfather. My great-great-grandfather, I think, emigrated from Scotland. I think McIntyre is where the Wright comes from. So that would actually be our Scottish tartan would be McIntyre. I believe. I've been told that by a few people. Well, I think by my dad and Mo. I'm just going to stick that on there. Will anything else get put on there? I don't know. It might not. But for now, got a little bit of a little something in the corner just for interest. There we go. And that could be all it is if that's what you want it to be. All right, we got that little tuck there. Not sure what we're going to do with that. I think we'll leave it on, but we might not. Which side? Oh, this side's fine. Just gluing stuff down, not worrying about what's going to happen, what it's going to look like in the end. Just getting some. We'll do this one near the top, which might kind of accentuate that really cool bit up there a little bit. And that could be it. That could be all we put on there. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Oh, or where's that little flower thing that I had earlier that I was almost going to use? Here it is. It's just a little. I don't think I like it on that though. That's fine. It's just I did like little, just blotchy little flowery thingies. Could turn it into a little cluster. Ooh, it might be cute on there. Because then a lot of that will still show. We could add. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind that. Like that. Don't want anything else. A little bit of that maybe. I don't mind that. I know I did actually more thinking and planning on that one than I've been doing in the other ones. You can plan, but you don't have to plan. It's totally up to you. How are we doing on time? Oh, we are over an hour. So, I'm going to have to be done with this for now. But I will continue to play in this journal, so you will be seeing more these journals. You'll see more decorating of pages. I might do some off camera, but anything I do off camera, I will show you. But this is just a relaxing thing for me to do, is to just, you know, like right now, I'm just basically grabbing things off my desk and gluing them on the pages. I encourage you to do that. It's just relaxing. You may see another video like this coming out soon. We'll see. And I don't know if you want me to sign all my little piece. I'll sign the journal. So I don't know that I really have to sign every little, right there, every little piece. So yeah, some white paint on the packaging, brown paper bag type kind of stuff. It's kind of fun. That one, I think I just kind of did like little spotty. I think I actually used whiteout for that. And I just kind of put and then I outlined it and just made it into a little flowery looking whatever it is. All right. So I would go back through and look at the pages, but I don't know where they all are. Oh, there's one. Okay. Okay. And there's that one. Okay. What else? And we just add a little bit here and there. There's that one. We started something on here that never really got finished. We don't have to ink everyone. Sometimes you might think, oh, I just want to glue that on. I don't want to have to think about inking it first. And you just do that. It's fine. There's no rules. You could add stamping, stenciling to the papers in the book, to the papers you're putting in the book. Any of that is fine. And so, yeah, I do kind of probably line up my straight lines, but you don't have to. I could cut that out even and just put it on there, but I really like this piece right here is what I liked about this. Although I could cut that. Maybe I will. All right. I'll do that in another video. Okay. And then we have that page. So we got a few pages started and somewhat finished. And then here we just glued some random bits here and there. Did the ruffle. That's right. Forgot about the ruffle already. That was already in there. And did the just, I think, oh, and then did this here. I think that's all we did in this one. Not a ton. Yep. All right. So I hope you guys have a delightful day. You'll see me in the next video. It's creepy when I say I'll see you in the next video because I can't see you. You just see me. So anyway, I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you. Bye.